Hello, what a time to be alive, right? Of course, I came across some set of white people actually talking about the black people. And should I just allow you watch what they were saying about you that probably you don't even know about yourself, right? Especially the black Americans. You guys are exceptionally wonderful people. You guys are a global treasure. Watch these videos and I'll be back with the commentaries. Do not forget it's still Global Gist with BJ, right? Where you get the news or where you get to see things you don't see on the media. I'll be back with the commentaries. Please keep staying here.
You cannot tell me that black people ain't God's chosen people.
So in 2007, when my mom, me and my siblings escaped the cult we were in because my mom found out my dad had been cheating on her for many, many years. We had to move in with my grandma. We were kind of poor. We had nothing. My mom became a single mom and working a minimum wage job trying to provide for us after my dad basically abandoned us. My dad's family and their whole church congregation of white people did not help us in any way and abused and harassed us constantly and harassed my mom to forgive my dad and get back with him. My mom became friends with this wonderful black woman at her job. One night she takes my mom, crying, she's telling this. She takes my mom to the grocery store and she gets 2 baskets and tells her to fill them up. It's so funny too because my mom did not want her to do that. She was like, "You're not going to argue with me." She bought us 2 carts worth of groceries. She impacted my life in such a huge way and how I saw the world after exiting the cult we were in.
Many people don't want to acknowledge that the black community are the chosen people because, let's get deep into this, because in reality, they have the knowledge that most people don't have. Like, the only reason why people know how to farm is because of the black community. The only reason why we have the music that we have today is because of the black community. There wouldn't be no rock or metal if it wasn't for blues and jazz. There wouldn't be pop music if it wasn't for disco. There's a lot of things that they created that white people never did. White people really don't have that deep of knowledge. It's either stolen ideas or they're bought. Let's be real. What did white people really invent? You could say Tesla from Elon Musk, but he didn't make that. It was a stolen idea. If you go read what he did, he literally stole the whole business. You could say Trump, but what did Trump do? Stolen ideas, copied somebody else's ideas, just like his speeches. It's like a lot of white people just copy people. I mean, look at the dances on here. Who created those dances? The black community. And that's why this app's so boring right now, because it's not because all this stuff that's going on and the negativity. The black community literally just took their energy away. That's why this app was positive, because a lot of the white people were copying their dance move, copying this, copying that, and they stopped doing it, stopped posting on here because none of you will give them the credit or the acknowledgement that they created that dance move or that idea. Before this land was taken, white people had no clue what the fuck to do. They were taught their language, they were taught how to farm, they were taught how to season their food that they still don't know how to do. That's another thing, seasoning. All their favorite foods, barbecuing, you love the barbecue, right? That was the black community's idea. This is why they are chosen. They have the knowledge that most people don't have. There's a possibility there is white people who are chosen because let's face the facts. What happened during the Roman times and the slavery and all this other stuff, the black women were getting raped. So they were having their children. So there might be a bigger chance than we think that a lot of white people might have possibly a little black in them. That's why white people are jealous of them, because they know they have no creative ideas. They don't know how to cook, some of them. They don't know how to do much anything. They have to copy and paste everything the black community does because they have no ideas of their own, or they're jealous of their looks, jealous of their ding-dongs, whatever. Because their light is shining more than white people's. And honestly, the Bible says there's antichrists everywhere. The antichrist, blah, blah, blah. But white people are the antichrist. You have no Christ consciousness whatsoever. If anything, you try to erase Christ consciousness. I mean, look at all of you right now in this day and age. But yeah, none of you has Christ consciousness. Most white people are full of hate. And a lot of black people are full of love. How do I know this? Because the black community treated me better than my own race. Let's just face the facts right there. The black community has treated me better than the white people. back to the Antichrist, though. You have Jim Jones. You have Trump. You have a bunch of white people always saying they're trying to save the world, and they always don't. Those are Antichrist. Always white people doing it. But yeah, most of our knowledge that we know today, the music we have today, the foods we have today, is all from the black community's ideas, which is Christ consciousness, and God gave that knowledge for a reason.
Hey, black men. So I duetted a video the other day, and I'm going to expand on that. This creator was talking about how she believes that there is something that the government doesn't want us to know. Maybe the government, maybe like the rich 1%ers, the people in power, that hold all the power, don't want us to know about black people, and something that is extremely special, extremely superhuman that you all have. I 100% agree. And I actually made a video about it after I saw Sinners, because I saw that movie, and it's something that I've been thinking of for many, 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 many years. But Sinners just brought it more to my attention, how unique you are, how vibrant you are, how under stress, under duress, under the kind of stress that most people can't even manage to think about, much less live through. You guys not only live through, but you succeed, you excel, you thrive. And there's something I think that you have in your genetic makeup, not just your melanin. I mean, maybe it has something to do with melanin, but there's something else inside of you that makes you so unique, so special, so smart, so talented, so funny. Like, I can go on and on and on. And I think there's no way that racism, all the horrible things that happen and happened and still happen because of racism, is just because of the color of your skin. There's no way. So anyway, if you know what it is, tell me. I want some of it, or I want to be a part of it. I want to join forces. I'm kind of smart, so I'll add my intellect and my intelligence, and let's come together and be superhuman together.
Alright, so this video is about black people and how they're actually superior, not just physically and all this and genetically and all that stuff, but actually they're the chosen people. Not all black people, but a lot of them, and even I could say, I don't know if I could say most of them, but many of them. Specifically the people that are living in America, and specifically the people who have been sent all over the earth on slave ships. Those people are superior, even in the Most High's eyes himself, because those people are the Israelites. And there's a scripture that says, not only it says if you bless them you'll be blessed, but there's also one that says you have to cling to them or you can't even be saved. So for one, that means acknowledging who they are, obviously. And for two, it means reading even their own scriptures, because these scriptures are not for everyone. They're for them.
I haven't been on here a long time, man, but this is for all the Negro people, God's chosen people, the first love of the Most High. I love good gospel music. I've been sitting there watching CC Winans, and a woman just blesses my soul. And the Lord put it on my heart to make this. First of all, I want to take the time to apologize to y'all, man, for what the white man has done to you people. It's so egregious and atrocious, and I have no words to make up or give you a proper apology for what's been done to you. I really don't. But I am truly, sincerely sorry for what has been done to you people, and it grieves me terribly. It really does. Man, you all are chosen. You God's chosen people, man. You shouldn't be able to contain your joy. With everything that's going on, the Spirit of God moving like it is, I'm telling you, I've been staying off here a lot because of AI. But I had to make this video. I really did. I was fortunate enough, the Lord revealed himself to me 31 years ago, man, and I know him, and I love him. He's first in my life, man. He truly is. Just knowing you all as chosen people is an immense blessing to me, because he revealed it to me. I don't know why my phone keeps doing this. I'm sorry. Anyway, I just want to take this time again to apologize to y'all and to lift you up, man. Like I say, you should be able to contain your joy, man. You're God's chosen people. You really are. May the blessings of God follow each and every one of you. Every single one of you. I just pray blessings in your life, man. And white man's reign's over. It's over. It's your all's time, man. Embrace that. Seek God with all your heart, man. Seek him, because y'all are his people, man. Y'all are his people. God bless each and every one of you. And my prayer is, if you don't know him, that you seek him and find him, because children, time is short, man. It's truly short. Peace and love to everybody. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Tune in to Celestial over there too, on the Master's Voice. I do that also. God bless y'all, man.
Y'all, so I stumbled across this video on Facebook of this college professor. I don't know if it was real, fake, parody, advertisement. You never know these days. You never know. Nevertheless, he was spazzing. I'm talking about going in, going off, veins popping out. He was going off. It's like, they fired me from my job and I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm going to give you all this app to give you all the answers to all of your exams, right? And it's like I had an epiphany, like, damn, it don't take much for them to, spaz, go off, underlie their whole family, pew up a school, things like that. And I was like, damn, if anybody would be doing things like that, you would think it's us. You would think it's my people, right? With all the generational trauma that we have, you would think that we would be the ones that, from the snap of a finger, we're snapping, right? And it had me thinking, like, somebody, anybody, please, name a demographic that could go through what black people have went through, not only just in America, but in the world. Because in the world, it's something about black people just despise us. They just, I guess it's just the brainwashing, but whatever. But we're still loving, we're still welcoming, we're still shining bright like a diamond. We're still doing it well, with all the things that we endure and still go through. I say all that to say, black people gotta be the chosen ones. There's no other logical answer. We are the chosen ones. God, it's like, name somebody that could have went through what black people go through, have went through, and still be how we are. You know what I'm saying? Still be loving, still inviting out, giving cookout invites every 5 seconds. But hey, I get it. People don't fuck with us because they can't fuck with us.
My mother told me and my sibling, when we were young kids, I remember it was when my older brother started secondary school. It was a big deal, my older brother going off to the big boy school. And my mum sat us down. She said, if you're ever in trouble out there in the real world, look for a black woman. My mum said this. My mum was raised in this country from the age of 6, the UK. She said, look for a black woman. She said, anywhere in the world, a black woman will help you. She was never wrong. But like, it's incredible that my mother said that, and I don't know what my mum went through, but I remember seeing photos of my mum in school when she was in high school and stuff, and like she had loads of black friends and stuff, and they were all black women. So she obviously felt some protection. And growing up for me, I noticed in my school, it was a very predominantly white school. The black teachers looked out for me. I had a black Jamaican teacher called Mrs. Forrester. She looked out for me. But even outside of school, when I started growing out my hair, it was a black woman that taught me how to look after my curls, what products to use. I am trying to make a point here, and it's that black women get treated the worst by the medical field, by the education field, by the police, by everything. Yeah, they're the ones that give the most love. We don't give credit where credit is due. We really don't. And thank you to especially thank you to the Jamaican community, because there was this Jamaican woman who helped my grandmother, and that's a different story. And just black women in general, thank you for everything you've done for me, for everything you've done for my family, and for everything you've done for our people. My people wouldn't have survived in the UK if it weren't for black people standing up for us, come to the protest for us, protesting with the bus rallies for us. Yeah, I know my history. Thank you.
You can find your information on here and your family lineage on here. And yes, you do need Ancestry.com, because if not, how do you know what the names are? So my ancestor, Phoebe Jackson, one of my grandmothers, talk by blood, full, okay? And then if I really wanted to, I can look up her son. What was her son's name? Luke Jackson. Boom. 1 year old. Talk by blood, newborns. Talk, full, all right? And just so we are on the same page, ladies and gentlemen, right? I can look up both sides of my family if I wanted to, if I really wanted to, right? And just so you all, it's 3 ancestors. Talk by blood, Eliza Adams, right there. Choctaw, deceased. I have all of my family lineages. This is only my father's side. That is only my father's side. Let's do my grandmother's side. Jane Hicks, right? Jane Hicks, 16, quantum blood, 1/4, Cherokee by blood. That's my mother's side. I can trace back to whatever. My point is, I know who I am. I don't need any African, any YT person, or any other group of people, you freaking lost FBA people. We've been here. We've been in America. We didn't come off no slave ship, people. You need to understand that. The Indians that Columbus found was your ancestors. Huh? Stop playing with me like that, bro. especially when it comes down to who we are. I'm doing due diligence. I'm wrecking my brains to try to figure out things to help other people like you that look like me. And you all still trying to tear each other down, talking about FBA and this and this and this and this and this. We know who we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not no African slave. I am an indigenous American. I am one of the lost tribes of Israel. And I'm not copper, I'm copper color. I am the I am. I'm not pale face with the slick hair. No. You're looking at a full-blooded Indian, me. You're looking at one. So if you all need help trying to find out your lineage, trying to find out your people, trying to find your people in the DOS roles, needing help with the ancestry, needing help, period, in general, please DM me. Like this video, repost this video, share this video to your family, to your friends, so I can help whoever it is that is in the same position that I was 5 years ago. I can help you. Let's bridge this gap, and let's get back what's ours. 40 acres, y'all. 160 acres, y'all. This is what this is about. Yo, kids. This is what this is about. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about no FBA. It's not no African American. This is about the truth. We are the chosen. We are the children of the Most High. And if you don't want to be that, you can continue to be an African slave. Get out of my way. I'm helping the people who's trying to get their lineage back in their 40 acres. Let me be that one to help you. And it don't cost you nothing. I ain't asking for no money. I don't want your money. It's no good to me. What's going to be good for me is for you to know who you truly are.
I don't know how to say this in a very demure way. A lot of y'all could not be black. You guys would crumble, crack as fast as me stepping on an insect outside. With the whole Brooke Schofield stuff, it showed me how racist people actually are, how evil people actually are. And with me, I'm unfazed because I know people are racist and I'm like, just another day. Anyone that is currently not facing racism, if you had to experience it for a whole week, you would crack. I've seen the most horrible, diabolical, evil things that should make you want to question yourself. But since I was raised by black parents, they poured so much into me to the point where none of that stuff matters to me. But to imagine a white person being black for a day and having none of that poured into them to just be thrown into it, you would want to yourself. When I see comments from like white people and saying like, you're so sensitive, you're so this, I'm like, you don't understand. So that's why I'm gonna give you a pass. If you had to experience, to see, to feel what I have, you would not make it. And that's what makes me better than you. Because honestly, I'm a strong mother effer. I think God chose the right person to be black. I'm that person. I can handle it. I look over it. But a lot of people could not. If you truly want to make it into heaven, maybe stop being racist. Maybe stop making fake profiles. Maybe stop commenting from user 856789999. God chose the right person to be black because I don't care about any of that crap.
You want to know how and why Black Americans, the real Israelites, the real Jews, the real indigenous Americans, you want to know why the Most High chose us specifically to be the people, to be a light to the world, to bring everyone else into worshiping our Father? Because you can't make up a heart like this. Our core, our nature, we want to get along with everybody. We want to get along with everybody, right? If people are nice to us, we fold. That's the spirit. We're unique in that way compared to other nations, because the other nations, they don't give a F-U-C-K. They do what they do. They W-A-R against us being the chosen people regardless. Us going through what we went through, us being able to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear that was bestowed upon us from our Heavenly Father, right? Was bestowed upon us from our Heavenly Father. We're still the loving people. Why do you think they've worked so hard to demonize us? Because they know we're suckers at heart, bro. They know we are the children. They know Black Americans are the children of the living God. They know that. This is why they worked so hard and put so much money behind our less than 1% of reprobated minded to make it seem like we're all like, and we're not. That's not our heart. And this is how you know that we were chosen to be the head. We've always were the head. Because even in our plight, even in our punishment, even in our even being prisoners of war, even in our captivity, right? The whole world is against us, and we still, all people got to do is just be nice to us and we fold, because that's who we are. That's really who we are. And what better people to rule earth in this wicked, satanic world? We fold. Fold. It don't matter what the other nations do to us, bro. Right? It don't matter. No matter what's going on, right? Only thing we just want this world to love us when it's clear it doesn't. And it's even kind of W-O-R-S-E for the ones who don't have the eyes to see, because they don't have an explanation for why these things happen to us. The enlightened, the real 1%, the remnant within the remnant, we know precisely why We were told from the heavens why. We didn't wake up one day and just, no, this is heavenly. You either got the downloads or you don't. Or you don't. I'm grateful to have gotten the downloads, bro. It's that golden ticket. It's like having a golden ticket to the ark. It's a spiritual ark. It's a spiritual ark. Right? It's a spiritual ark. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's crazy. Because we really, look, sometimes I'm not supposed to be posting, but it is what it is. All praise to the Most High.
Okay, if you're not black, you go ahead and scroll past this video. But if you are, go ahead and come on in. God literally loved us enough to give us 2 layers of skin. I'll be out and about, and then I see like the other people, and I'll be like, dang, like y'all only got 1 layer of skin. It looked like if they run into anything, they just gonna automatically bleed. Like my mom's married to like an unfortunate non-melanin, and she's like, he be running and stuff and just bleeding. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's crazy. Granted, he's older, but like I don't know older black folk that just be running and stuff and bleed. On top of that, like we can be outside and we don't peel, we don't rash, we don't turn red. The sun literally recharges us. One day I was out with one of my other homegirls and we was outside hiking and she was like, oh my God, I can't do this. Like, look, my skin is peeling. We have to leave. I'm like, what did y'all, well, we know what y'all did in your past lives. But he loves us enough to give us 2 layers and for the sun to really charge us up and not eat us up. It kind of make you think, are they vampires? But anyways, if you woke up black, you are definitely blessed.
I'm going to say this for the last time and I'm going to leave it alone. I know for a fact that anybody that is born outside of being a black American knows to an extent of exactly who we are. And the reason why none of them will tell us is because they have a fear of saying the truth out loud. And why can't we as black Americans say it? Because we already know, we just have to collectively remember.
If black people were so powerful, how did the Europeans conquer us? That's actually a good question. I read so many different stories over the years about how the Europeans conquered us, and it's always a different story. So now I'm no longer using anybody else's story. Once you are open-minded, you are aware that it could be anything. What if I told you the Europeans were devils in disguise? Because you got to remember that Africans showed the Europeans how to live life correctly. So if we're far more advanced than the Europeans, and we've been on this planet far longer than the Europeans, how did they find a way to conquer us? See what I'm saying? Now, what I'm about to say is not a fact. It's just me using my own common sense. That's all it is. You could call me crazy, you could call me whatever you want, but I honestly believe it's a possibility it played out this way. If you go back into history, for like example, the Moors, there was a point in time Europeans didn't know how to shower, they didn't know about hot food, they didn't know how to read or write, they didn't know anything. It was the black people that had to go and teach them how to live life. So for open-minded people, who's to say devils didn't disguise as humans and tricked us into giving away all our secrets? Remember what the Bible says about the devil, and remember, not everything in the Bible is fake. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. Stop. Now let's be honest, who has been the one going around stealing, killing, and destroying for so long? Let's be real, who's been doing this? Who's been going to different countries for all these years starting war? Who's been going to different countries to steal their oil and other resources? Let's be real. So the devil is being described as somebody we all know. You see those pyramids in Egypt? That's the work of a god. God had to have been walking on this planet once upon a time. Gods. You could call it demonic or whatever you want, but based off what I see, gods were on this planet once upon a time. As well as Mali, as well as Sudan. We were kings and queens all over Africa in ancient times. All over Africa. So how did people that even know how to wipe their own ass correctly come and conquer us? I believe devils came to us looking for help, pretending like they were in desperate needs, and when we gave away all our secrets, they turned against us. Maybe we wasn't supposed to give away what we knew to the Europeans. These Europeans could tell you whatever you want. Black people, you are the chosen Jews of God. But like I said, it's all about being open-minded. People like this, oh, if you're gods, how did you get conquered? Oh, if black people are so tough, how did you get conquered? Closed-minded people might think you're crazy. But closed-minded people are also not thinking that this could be a possibility, that we're actually battling devils. Like I said, this is not a fact, but at least I'm putting the time to think about what happened. I'm running out of time. Follow for more.
I don't know if y'all aware of this, but the black sheep of the family is really the chosen ones in the family, or the chosen one of the family. People can't accept you even as a kid. They don't know why. But if you question it, because I used to question it, that junk used to hurt my feelings. But now I understand. So if you want to know why, this is why. We carry around a blessed spirit. We carry around a manifesting spirit. We are healers. You know, we are the generational curse breakers. You know, we could walk in a room and shift the whole atmosphere. And a weak spirit or a miserable spirit or evil spirit, they don't like stuff like that. They don't like individuals like that. And God tells you in his word that the eyes are the gateway to our soul. When we was kids, they saw this in us. That's why they treat us like that. They're never going to treat us nice, only if it's something for them to gain from us. Only when they need us, if you notice that. If you sit back and think about it. All the people that mistreated you, think about the times that they were nice to you. And I bet it was you doing something for them every time. But we have a job to do because God chose us. And no, our lives not easy, but at the end of the day, we are blessed. And I'm not sure if y'all noticed this, but no weapon formed against us will prosper. Never, ever, ever in life. Keep shining.
Controversial, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I feel more comfortable around black people, being the only white person in this entire place. My little family is the only white people, and I feel more comfortable than I would in a festival with more white people, majority of white people. Sit here in the middle of this group, eating our delicious food. Everyone's so kind. You don't have to worry about judgment. I can put some baked beans on the baby's tray without people staring at me like I'm just a dirty bitch. Because people, I don't know how to say this without it being fucking twisted. Black people do not judge you like white people do.
I appreciate whatever you just said, whatever your name is. Appreciate that. I definitely do. But I'm gonna just take a little stab at this. And, I might be wrong. I don't know, maybe next time you in an event with a bunch of colored people or any building, whatever, don't put your phone out recording them or talking about them, first of all, right? Because think about this, right? That little point that you was trying to make, imagine one of them would have walked past you while you were sitting up there trying to make your little point. I'm pretty sure they'd have been like, well, who the fuck is you? The fuck is you supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you, because I know if I would have heard you while you was doing that and I walked past you, I'd be like, man, what the fuck about her little goof ass on up in here? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. The offense could get taken. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people like feeling like why you even, what are you talking about right now? What's the point of this? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to say it like that, but you know how we get, you know what I'm saying? We ain't to be played with for real. When you're talking about us, you know what I'm saying? You better come correct. That's all I'm saying. You know what you sound like? You sound like, because this is where I'm talking about where the offense could get taken, right? Because you sound like one of them motherfuckers that be like, yeah, I got 2 black friends, but who's counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking at, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. Just eat your little rice and beans and ribs or whatever. And next time that food was looking good, because I'm kind of hungry. She had that little yellow rice. She was busting down on that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Jit had the rice and beans and stuff like that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It was looking all right. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, because you was up there talking about something, like I said, we made you feel comfortable and all that. I appreciate that. I definitely do. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. That's a damn lie. Because you was at a Juneteenth event. And you was in public. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna be worried about you over there. Everybody enjoying themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because we do mind our business most of the time. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of us that do be gossiping, be talking about other people too. You know what I'm saying? But that's everybody. You feel me? Everybody got that in them. But and when I say everybody, I'm talking about all races or just people in general, right? But I'm gonna tell you like this. It all depends on where you was at. If you would have been at a little cookout or something like that, I'm pretty sure motherfuckers been like, all right now, who ordered pizza? You know what I'm saying? This your girl right here? Who brought the white girl up in here? What she cook? You know what I'm saying? I hope she washed her hands. I ain't even gonna mess with her. You would have felt the little judge then. You definitely would have. But you know what though? It would have been all right, because once you would have sat up there, proved yourself, you'd have been cool. You'd have been cool. And in this day and age too, there's a lot of black folks out here always inviting a white person to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? It don't take much either nowadays, you know what I'm saying? And y'all, and don't even sit up there and make it seem like I'm making this up. I'm talking about y'all little silly asses, you know what I'm saying? They could just do like one thing right. They could say one thing. They do one thing to impress you. All of a sudden, oh, he invited to the cookout next time. Or she invited to the cookout next time. It could be anything. She sat up there and did the right dance. Or she twerked better than this girl right over here. Or he said the right thing that sat up there like, oh, okay. All of a sudden now he invited to the cookout. Okay, and don't make it seem like I'm making this up. Like I said, I'm talking. And look, if I ain't talking about you, you know somebody that did it. Okay? Yeah, I'm talking about they little silly asses. Yeah, don't sit there and make it seem like I'm making this up. You feel me? But somebody had made a little point. I thought it was kind of messed up because, Jill was trying to enjoy herself, eating with her jit too, you know what I'm saying? But they were saying something like, oh, yeah, that's because she ain't looked at it as a threat, right? Like I said, that's messed up, you know what I'm saying? She's just trying to enjoy herself. But I thought about it. I'm like, they kind of got a point. And I thought about it. I'm like, yeah. Because, you know what I'm saying, a little fine white girl with a big old fat donkey ass or something like that. You already know now. Don't even look over there. Don't even. And now you got to sit up there and act like you disgusted with how she looking or how she dressed and stuff. Like, why would she come here looking like that? This is a family event. There's kids out here. Why would she do that? You know how I go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I respect it too. I respect it. But, man, listen, man. Like I said, man, don't be pulling your phone out. Because I'm going to cut this shit short. You know what I'm saying? Don't be pulling your fucking phone out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh. There was another comment too that made hella sense, right? They was like, she talking about coming to this event right over here and feeling comfortable and feeling like she ain't being judged or whatever, but let it been a black person going to an all-white event. And I definitely agree. That is very true. You know what I'm saying? Because I can attest to this myself. There's been numerous times where I've been the only nigga in the room. And like I said, this wasn't by choice, okay? And a few times, I ain't really give a shit. And other times, I'm like, man, look, man, I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be around this silly ass shit right now. I gotta go. You know how that shit be going. Hey, Jerome, you wanna show me the new dance, buddy? All right, nigga. Motherfucker, man. What the fuck you want me to do, nigga? You want me to do a Tootsie Roll? You want me to do a Soulja Boy? Shit. God, I'm playing. Ain't nobody ever tried me like that, but you know what I'm saying? There has been some times where, you know, motherfuckers don't know how to read the room because, you know, they tone deaf and shit like that. But look, I'm about to cut this shit short because this is what I was trying to say before, you know what I'm saying? Don't be pulling your phone out like that, you know what I'm saying? Have some damn decorum about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You up in here recording this shit like that, acting like you at a damn zoo and you see a bunch of niggas in a cage or some shit like that. Hey, man, don't be doing shit like that with your silly ass. The fuck wrong with you, man? Damn.
Black people are the most sympathetic and empathetic people in the world. Now, I don't know where it comes from and what's come from our ancestors or whatever, but we are the most forgiving race in the world. Black people, you really got to do something bad to us for us not to forgive you. No doubt about it.
So yeah, I'm back. So I know those videos were really exhilarating, right? I feel so happy, right, to be a Black person, even though I am not Black American. Yes, I've always seen them as really special people. I've seen them as a blessing, honestly, to the world because we haven't gone through what they've been through. Come on, what do you think, or what makes someone a chosen person? A chosen person is that person that have gone through life, have gone through hits, have gone through tough times. Like, now I'm not saying that the white people or a white person wouldn't have actually gone through their own tough time, but now what I'm talking about is people coming to another country on ships and then facing what these people actually faced. You don't even need God to tell you. And that is why people who knew that or who knows that this set of people are really blessed and chosen people by God, because now these Black Americans, for instance, are the ones that are fulfilling what is in the Bible. They are now fulfilling it because these things are being said in the Bible. And come on, I feel no wonder people hate, would I say hates them a lot? People, whenever they enter a place, a room, some people are just angry. Now, those people who are angry when they see Black people in a room are people you should be scared of. I'm serious. Are people you should be scared of because those people are people who are actually seeing the light and they know they can't dim it. That is just it. So, as a Black American or as a Black, but why I keep saying specifically the Black Americans is because of what they've gone through. Now, we that are Blacks in our own countries, right? We haven't seen anything. I know right now a lot of those histories about what those people went through in the hand of slave masters are not even anywhere that we can see or we can even read at all. But the thing is, we understand and we heard that a lot of them were S8, a lot of them were beaten, a lot of them even had to just come on. That's a lot. So, as a Black American, this is just a time to shine. This is a time to shine. And to be honest, I wish I'm even one. I wish I'm a Black American. Yes, I'm Black, but I wish I'm Black American, to be honest. So if you know you're seeing this video and you like it, please keep subscribing to this channel, like and share these videos. I'll be back with very, very good, important Black topics on the next video. See you on the next one.